I think, unfortunate, as we progress, we're becoming a more and more judgmental generation today. And by judgmental, I would even add in there critical. We're just criticizing, and everybody else is wrong, but I'm right. And this first part of the seventh chapter here says, be careful, look at yourself and consider how maybe you are not as right as you think you are, and how you need to be less critical of others and take a little closer look at yourself.
Yes, that is important, Sam. And when you do the self reflection and you see that you have fallen short and have sinned, that should make you a little softer with your attitude when you do correct others. And I think that helps. That gives you that empathy part of it. Then we come here to Matthew 7 and 6, where we're going to be talking about wisdom and discernment.
So, verse 6 reads, give not that which is holy to the dogs, neither cast you your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you.
Now, it's important to use discernment when you're sharing spiritual truth. And the reason dogs and swines were used is because they were considered unclean, immoral, unpure people. That's what it represented. A person that is hostile, not being receptive to the law or the truth. Now, holy pearls symbolize God's sacred teachings and his gospel and godly wisdom. And not all people are ready for godly wisdom. And when you share it with others, it can be pretty the proverb says, answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou also be like unto him. Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit. That's Proverbs 26, 4 and 5. When you read this, it's saying that you have to again use discernment when you're giving out wisdom. But if you discern that someone's open to it, you actually are going to open their eyes up to the truth and they can see what you're saying. But some, and actually most, do not appreciate the truth. And when you do give that truth, they will twist scripture, and then they can also turn on you. That's why I was talking about the turn again and rend you. I see this all the time on social media. You'll see Christians destroyed when they give an example of someone, a Christian, attacking someone who's misled, yet they identify as Christians and they will use scriptures. But then in the end, they're looked at as being prejudiced or intolerant instead of really helping the situation. And that does not give God in a good light. So that's why it's important to use discernment. That's the key before you offer wisdom, and still in a gentle way.
Yes, I think sometimes Christians talk a lot about discipleship. And I think we have to be very careful how we apply discipleship, because people think that they have to dish out God, that no matter what the circumstances are, they've got to talk about God. They've got to almost impose God. You cannot impose God. God does the calling. God is the one who has to open a person's mind. And if you're with somebody whose mind is not opened, there's nothing you're going to be able to do. There's not going to be any discipleship. And we need to have that kind of discernment to know how far we can go in talking about certain subjects to do with the Bible, to do with God, with those people around us, so that we can maintain our friendships and develop our friendships and not turn people off.
Yes.
Uncover the mystery of Adam and Eve's nakedness. Unravel the ambiguous connection between the Hebrew term for naked and the serpent's subtlety.
Unlock Scripture's core meaning with Biblical Hebrew made simple. No reading, no memorizing. Get your free mini course now. theexplanation.com/naked.